All right, all right. What's going on? What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? All right, so we're gonna be getting into it, guys. We're getting into it again. We're gonna be doing some live streaming. We're gonna be doing some caricature yarn. Okay. So let me see here. What I want to do is I'm going to, you know what? Really, I don't need this per se. I mean, I guess I could just use the picture up here. Put my picture here that we need. Like that. Okay, what we got going on here? Something just went on there. Look back a moment. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, guys. We're gonna start with this picture here first. This will be my first model. So we're gonna be doing an old man today. The old man in the mod. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a. Let me see. I think I'm gonna start with something like this here. Okay, there we go. So this is how I'm gonna work it now. I'm gonna work it like this, guys. So I want to shape here, okay? And then I want me a little shape here on the side, okay? We're gonna kind of go. We're gonna. You know, I wonder if it's just that simple. Let's just go for it. Okay, got your nose in there. This sticks out the other side. Okay, and let me see here. And then we're gonna do this here. All right, and then something like that. I don't know, like that maybe. A little chin action here. Okay. All right, and we're gonna do our eye shapes here. So I don't know. Let me see. I guess that looks right there. Let's just go like this. Okay. And we'll just put our little eyes in there, making every line count, right? Keep it simple. All right. We got some wrinkles for the old man, right? Okay. And let me make sure that okay, I got everything. All right. Then we're gonna go here to our facial shape. So let me see. I think I'm gonna make this a really good situation here. Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of go down here and then out and then under based off of that shape. Okay. Now let's go over here to the back jawline. Okay. There are a few little stubbles here and there. All right. Let's add our, I think I'm gonna go to my ear shapes here. So I could just do something like this. Okay, then we'll add our other ear shape over here. Okay. Very careful not to just copy what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to copy this tree. I'm rather drawing a caricature of him. So I'm not trying to copy anything. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do here. Wow. Interesting situation, right? Now let's go ahead and put the top of the head here. Mr. Megamind, right? And then back here, we'll just kind of put his sideburns. Okay. And then we'll just go back here and add our little hair. Okay. Now let's go to the other side here. We'll add some hair here. Okay. All right, and then I'll just go ahead and just kind of color this in here. Just a little bit of shadow so you can tell you where to get a feel for where the shadows go. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add this little line here. And then I'm just going to come off that line. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Now, let me see here. Let's go ahead and add our next shape here. Okay. And then he's got like a little neck like that with a little wrinkle in it right there. Right? He's an old man. He's the old man. Okay. Then we got 1. And then we got 2. And then we have 3. All right. Overlapping shapes. All right. And then we'll just put his little shoulders like so. Okay. And I guess over the top here, we can add our little line there. Okay. So here we did a pretty good caricature, right? Pretty easy caricature. Again, don't try to copy what you see. You want to learn more about caricature? Don't forget, guys, you can check out my classes. I have classes at rouserworld.com/classes. Check out my caricature course. I'll take you from point A to point Z, and I'll get you there the fastest. Okay, best caricature artist teacher online. I say that with all humbleness. I'm messing with you, but yeah, I'd love to take a class with you. All right, then we also have our Patreon page. So this is our fan support page. If you haven't checked it out yet, go over there and check it out. Be a part of the team. Be a part of our family. Don't go on the caricature journey alone. It's good to have a teacher. I had a teacher. You need a teacher. You need teachers. And then finally, guys, tips are important. So thank you guys for tipping if you guys learned from what we're doing today. So today, I just encourage you to grab your pencil and draw along with me. That's really the secret to getting better at this. You have to draw along. You have to place yourself in scenarios, and then you have to remember that scenario that you were in. And this way, when you see a familiar situation, you know how to react in a situation that's familiar. It's just really the human learning process, the human learning curve. Get comfortable with it, because if you don't, you ain't gonna learn much. Okay, so this is my first caricature of the live stream. Okay, we're gonna be doing a couple of them. I'm just gonna go through my process, kind of talk about some things as I'm going through, and then I'm not gonna make this long. It'll probably be about maybe 30 minutes or so. Okay, and then we'll 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We'll get you guys out of here. This is not my normal stream time, but you know what? I'm trying to ramp back up my presence here on YouTube and TikTok, because I've been a little bit behind because because my sons were just, I had some sons that were just very young, so they were very dependent, so we couldn't get a really good schedule down. So now that one of my sons is in school, the other one sleeps, so I get a little free time. So I decided to use that basically to do my live streams, and then I'll do my film video editing can all be done another time. So let's go ahead and go to our next drawing. Okay, and if you guys have a request for a drawing, just let me know. You want to draw somebody specific. Let's look. I got plenty of faces here. I think I'm gonna draw. Let's see. Let's go with her face. She looks pretty right there. Okay, so we're gonna try that face right there. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna decide again which face shape. Hold up. Where was I? Okay, what we're gonna do here is we figure out which face shape you want. Okay. If you look at it here, you can see all my little face shapes, right? Okay. So these are the general basic face shapes. I already have them on the screen for you. right? But what we're going to do here is I'm just going to start with the picture. Here we go. So I'm going to go something like this. Okay. And then once I draw that shape, then I'm going to just do like this here. Okay. And then I'm going to do like this here. Okay. And then I'm going to do this shape here. Okay, and then I add a little chin shape here. So now I'm going to go to my face, my eyes here. Do something like this here, I don't know. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll add our eye shapes in there. Okay. All right, now let's add our jawline. So for the jawline, I see kind of you know, this shape right here is pretty much what I see. She has a very triangular head. You can see the width around the jaw shape, right? So what we're doing here is we're going to just kind of come off of this shape here. Okay, and then we'll come off of this shape here. Okay, real easy, right? Now let's add our ear shape here. Okay, and our next shape is going to be our earring shape. So let's go ahead and draw a small dot. All right, did you draw your little dot yet? Okay, and then hold on a second, guys. I need to. Am I in the middle here? I need to be in the middle of the screen. I just got another computer screen. I want to make sure I'm in. Okay, there we go. We good. All right, so then we do this. We're gonna do this little shape right here. Okay, you ready? Okay, so let's just draw a little seashell type shape, right? Awesome. Now let's go to our forehead shape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of lean back, and we're gonna make our M shape, and then I'm gonna come here, right? And I'm gonna start drawing my hair shape. Okay, come over here. And we want to look at the shape that it makes overall. So what I'm seeing is something like this, and then it kind of comes around and does this. And this is like the little scrunchie she has in her hair. Okay. And then she has like some dreads or dreadlock type braids that we can put up here. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some little braids back here as well. And we want to get the whole idea first. So what I like to do is just draw a shape. And then once I have the shape, then I can see my idea a little bit better, okay? So it's okay to put you a little reference shape down there. Whatever you need to help yourself be able to grow. Let's go ahead and add some eyelashes here. And you know, since I'm here, I'll go ahead and color these shapes in here. Okay, just like so. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add our neck shape here. So we'll just add a little neck shape, right? And then she has like a little neck, like a little thing going around her neck there. So we'll just 1, 2. So we'll just make it kind of dimensional here. And then we have her shoulders. We'll just kind of do something like this. I don't know. Okay. All right. And some little braids over here. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now, add some little hairs here. Okay. And then we'll just do a little bit of shadow shade here. So we'll do something like this here. Interesting. And then we'll just kind of color this in here. Okay. So that's kind of how I would draw this picture. I mean, I don't do a great deal of exaggeration when I'm doing the pictures. I rather try to turn them into, a little cartoon or something. I don't do like super exaggerated pictures. I think that with these eyes are cool, but I feel like what I want to do here, let me go ahead and erase those out. You can use those. Those are good ones. Those weren't bad ones. It was just I thought about doing something else right here. What if I want to do the same concept, but what I want to do is give her a smaller eyes here so that they look more sleepy. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to bring that shape around. I think what it was, I feel like I drew them too wide open. So it kind of killed everything to me. So I drew the right shape. I just drew it too big. Okay, there it is. Right. So man, look at that. We have a quick little cartoon drawing, right? What's pertinent about this is just making your lines count, right? Making all your lines count. Okay. All right, let me see here. So who am I going to draw next? Let's see here. All right, let's go with, so we got 1 and 2. So this is our second drawing. We finished the old man first, and then we went here. Okay. This is how you get good. You go several drawings, so every day I have a lot of videos online, so just pick a different video and watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you're not gonna, there's no such thing as learn in order. I gotta learn this first before I learn that. Not with caricature, it don't work that way. You're gonna be spot training. And then one thing, like some of the simplest things may change the way that you even look at this whole art form. So I advise you to just go through my playlist, check out the videos, especially my most recent ones. Some of my old ones are really good too, but I learned a lot over the last 2 years, and even realized that some in my beginning videos where I could have been more of an effective teacher had I approached certain things a little differently. You know what I mean? Okay, so here I'm gonna go with a baby picture. All right, so I'm gonna try the little baby. All right, so we're just gonna mix it up today, have a little fun with it. Okay, how you doing today, Ali Gassi? How are you today? All right, so this is what we're gonna do here. Okay, I'm gonna do something like this. Okay, now once I draw the shape, what I'm gonna do here is I like to keep all my things simple. Okay, so I'm gonna use this here. Now this shape here is gonna be like this. Okay, we'll put a little shape right there, keep it simple. Now this is the pacifier that you see inside of the baby's mouth. So we really don't need to change that too much, okay? We can just do like this, make some big cheeks. And I'll tell you what, we'll come off of this and we'll come around, right? Because we don't want it to be just as big, right? So this is where we're at right now, okay? All right, now we're gonna do our eye shapes. So I wanna do something like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do something like this. Okay, because I want that fullness of the cheeks right here, okay? I want those big, fat, fluffy cheeks in there. Put some little dimples in them, right? They're so fat, they got dimples in them, right? Okay. Now we're gonna go to the top of our drawing and we're gonna draw our hair. Okay. So let's go. Let's ride our shape. Okay. Let's go up over this shape here. And you know what? I wanna do like this and then like this, but I'm also gonna just come straight down, right? And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. And then I'm gonna come straight down. Okay, just like so. All right, now let's go to our hair up top. So we want to look at the overall shape. So what I'm looking at, this looks like a fire, like a flame, a fire, a ring of fire, a ring of fire, right? And then we have the side of the head. So that looks like a, you know what, looks like a, you know what was that? Okay. Then we'll just bring it out, right? And then we'll bring it out here because babies have very low ears. So you'll see part of the earlobe kind of coming out down here somewhere. Okay. Then we'll come over here and we'll go around. All right. And we want some hair on the face and maybe something on the outside here. And then we'll just add our little ear shape here. Okay. All right. Now, once we do that little ear shape, we'll come over here and I'm just going to add some little circles in here. And color in the rest of this dark so that you can see the baby's eyes, right? And then you got baby doing like this. So we want to do like, we want to make the baby about this wide. Okay. And then we got his little fat arms. Right? And maybe he's inside of a bathtub. Maybe he's taking a little bath. Okay. Okay. So just shadow that in. Okay. And pretty much we just add some baby hairs to the drawing. Okay. So that one came out real cool. I like that. So we just did a little baby draw, right? Okay. I've drew slow enough so you guys should have been able to follow me on that one. If you can't, I'll draw every line super slow on purpose so that you can go back and draw with the video. Okay? All right, so that one is over with. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next drawing here, okay? All right, let's look over here. Actually, we don't even need this anymore. Let's just take this out the way. Okay, we'll put this over here. Okay, so we've done 3 drawings so far, right? We did the 1, 2, and then we have this one here was our 3rd drawing there, okay? All right, so we're gonna keep this one over here. All right, and now we're gonna try another one here. I think I'll do about, how long I've been, 25 minutes? All right, let's see. All right, let's try it. She has like a nose ring, I think. Okay. She has some little lips. Okay. Excuse me, let me turn off my, hold on guys, let me turn off my notifications. My wife tells me never to do this, but it gets annoying when you let me see, boom, there we go. Turn on, yeah, that's what I did. It gets super annoying when it keeps ringing like that. Okay. All right, let's see here. Now we're gonna go to our chin shape. She has a very small chin shape. So I like the way that worked out right there. Okay. And now we're gonna go here and we're gonna include the face shape. So we're gonna do something like this. And we want to make sure that we keep that roundness all the way to the chin shape. Okay. Out here, I'm going to do the same thing. I want to keep my roundness. Okay. Then what we can do here is we can add our eye shapes in. Okay. So what I'll do here is this. And this, right? Right? And that, right? We'll come over the top. Okay. Add some eyelashes here. Okay. Then we're going to add some eyelashes here. Okay. And then we're going to add our next shape here. Okay. She has her little thing like this, or her, right? Right. You see, right there. Oh, well, I actually made a mistake, but either way, I could just, it doesn't matter, right? Something like that. Now, let's go ahead and put our hair. So we're going to do something like, we're going to put this first. She got like a little earring coming out right there. We're going to go up. Okay. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do that shape, and then I'm going to do this shape. So I'm going to start with the actual hair shape without any of the confusing lines yet. Okay. So here I want some curly hair, simple curly hair. If you do too much, it's going to mess the picture up. So don't try to do too many strands of hair. Try to work with an open shape first so that it'd be easier for you to handle your marker. Okay. And this is straight just going like this. So we're going to keep going this way. And I'll tell you what, we'll just kind of come across here. And then just let it go out like that. Now this line over here, what I'm gonna do is come over into the face. So now what I'm gonna do is go up and over, and I'm gonna create curls kind of coming out here, right? And this is gonna be the hairline. You see? So you'll see my hair just kind of coming up and jumping over that hairline. So I wanna keep a sense of where my hairline is. You see? So I'm just doing that and then doing this in between. Right? Something like that. Okay? And then you got your ear shape over here. Okay? And then over here, we'll just add some more little hairs there. Again, just keep your shape simple. Okay? And then your drawing stays simple if you do it that way. Over here, we'll add some curls. Right, just a little bit of curls here and there. You don't have to have a whole bunch of them. You're just trying to give the idea that this is a very curly situation. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So now all I have to do is, this is that line, and this is that line. And really,